There's a reason why certain people don't have to work and you do. And hello, keyboard warriors. Oh, my last video on this topic triggered so many people, and I would love to elaborate for us to go deeper and perhaps to trigger certain parts of other people or the same people, and that's okay. I'll be okay. You'll be okay. We'll get through this. So the truth is, you don't have to work. And I know everyone's like, oh, but like I have bills to pay and you try having my life, and a lot of victim. And then there's a lot of, yeah, it must be nice having men pay your bills so that you can live your life, and how my parents must pay for everything. None of that's true. But I understand why it's being said, because that's what happens when the unconscious gets triggered. That's why the unconscious is so powerful. That's why the 3D is so powerful. It's because it's meant to keep you controlled. It's meant to keep you in this timeline where you think that you have to sell your soul, where you think that you don't get everything that you want, where you think that you have to be unhappy in the job that you work in order to pay your bills. But there is a timeline, because in the quantum field, there are infinite timelines. There is a timeline where you have everything that you want, where you get to make money doing what you love. That doesn't mean, like some of the comments that what I was perceiving from reading them was that you think that just from the topic, the title of you've been programmed to work, means that you have been, or that you don't have to work, that I'm saying sit on the couch and do nothing for society. No, your soul came to earth for a reason, for a purpose. And when you fulfill that purpose in big and small ways, perceived big and small ways, then you're making the world a better place. Then you are doing your service to others. Maybe some people feel, like someone I think said, like, if people didn't work, then you wouldn't have a phone. Correct. But maybe some people feel like that is their soul calling. I have friends who work desk jobs who love it, who enjoy going to work, who enjoy the work that they're doing, the people that they're working with. So it's really, what is it for you? If you're working in a job where you wake up and you're like, oh, damn it, I have to go to work. Or, you're dreading Monday and you're living for the weekends, and then you're getting so tired from the weekends because you spend all your time either partying or socializing or, just zoning out and distracting yourself and watching TV and going on your phone. And so where are you living? You came to Earth to live, especially during this time on Earth. You can access the support of the universe, the laws of the universe, to live in your highest timeline, where you get what you want, where you get what your soul wants. That's what that means. Some people will say, if people just got what they want, then we'd have a bunch of criminals all the time. And it's like, no, your soul, what I know to be true is that your soul is innately good. And when you find that you have a purpose and you start leaning into your curiosity, leaning into your joy, then you start creating a life that is soul aligned. You start doing the work that is soul aligned. And the work that is soul aligned is filled with your life force energy. When you are in alignment with what your soul wants to be doing or chooses to be doing or enjoys doing, then you are full of vitality. You are full of life force energy. Therefore, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like getting charged up. It feels like you get to do this. You get to live in this timeline. You get to be this person. You get to have this experience on Earth. There is an experience where you have it all, where you get to pay your bills. Yes, we still have bills. We still live on this planet Earth where things are the way that they are. But that doesn't mean that you have to live in the timeline where you feel stuck, where you feel trapped, where you feel like you're living to work. So I hope that makes sense. And I hope that you understand that there are people already who are living in the timeline where they're not working. They're not working. They are getting to express what their soul wants to do, what their soul feels best doing. And in return, they receive abundance. They receive infinite amounts of abundance, because what I know to be true is that our souls are innately abundant. If there's infinity up there, if God, source, light is infinite, if our soul is an infinite being, then we are abundance. That is the truth of who we are. And so we have access to abundance when we come in alignment with the truth of who we are. We come into alignment with the truth of who we are when we choose to act in our joy and our curiosity. That is your guiding light. Those are the breadcrumbs. If you are not lit up by what you're doing, who you're spending time with, who you're working for, the job that you're doing, the day-to-day things that you're doing, then there is an option that is better for you that still gives you what you need and more. It gives you health. It gives you money. It gives you energy. It gives you happiness. It gives you more and more opportunity that lights you up. It aligns you with people who are also on that same soul path as you. Therefore, you have community. The secret to longevity is community. There's a Harvard study talking about that. The most important thing for long, healthy living is having a sense of community in your life. And so we come to Earth to experience Earth. We want to learn the lessons that we need to learn. You're here right now because you want to learn something from this. Maybe you have to get triggered by it first. Maybe you have to project things first. And then you'll find your way of learning that actually you do have the power to live the life that you want to live. Actually, it's your choice. You get to choose to see what parts of you are unconscious and programmed. You get to choose to decide to find the truth of who you are, to go on that search. What did you come here to Earth to do? Do you think that you have a purpose? Or do you think that you're just victim of this world, victim of this society, victim of this system? You can set yourself free. It's a choice. It's a decision to remember the truth of who you are, but also to decondition the mind, to unprogram yourself, and to start moving towards a life that is exciting to you. And you can anticipate good things. You can anticipate good things as you're moving through the hard parts, as you're trust falling, as you're letting go, as you're deciding to close doors. When you close doors, other doors open. As soon as you close doors that are not in alignment for you, doors that are more in alignment with your soul will open. It's the same in relationships, it's the same in jobs, it's the same in everything that we're doing. When you let go of clutter in your home, of things that you're holding onto out of lack, and you choose that, you let go of these things because you no longer want to live in a lack mindset, you start to realize that everything is pretty much replaceable, other than little bits of memorabilia, but most things are replaceable. And most things you do not need. Most things you really do not need. I'm currently living in Italy on a horse farm in my van. I sold everything in California 9 months ago, and I'm traveling Europe with my dog. I feel like I'm in the timeline that I've always wanted. Things are not perfect, but they teach me the lessons that I need to learn. And I'm truly, truly happy. I'm truly, truly grateful. I'm surrounded by community and support and joy and silliness and laughter and animals. I get to do something that feels like purpose to me. I get to save horses on this farm. That's what my soul is wanting to do in this chapter of life. And thank you all for your donations. And so that happened when I quit my job, when I left the relationship, when I sold everything, when I left my home that was beautiful and looked good and, fed my ego. But I left it all because I decided I wanted to live my soul-aligned life. I wanted to choose true happiness. I wanted to choose what my soul wants. And there were those hints for years and years and years and years and years that my soul wanted this. And it took deconditioning my mind. I followed with the mantra saying, I don't work for money. I have a lot of money always coming in. I work for pleasure and fun. Thank you, and so it is. And that's what it is. I make money from YouTube. I make money from my programs, from coaching, from donations, not from a sugar daddy, not from my parents, not from some random guy just paying for my bills because I'm a girl, but because I'm choosing to follow the joy, the curiosity, and speak from my truth. Showing up here on YouTube has been something that I've wanted to do for a long, long time, but I kept denying myself. I kept making excuses. I kept saying, I'll do this when. I'll do this when I have enough income from my other side projects, from my Amazon business, my Etsy business, my blah, 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 blah. Then I'll start the thing that my soul wants to do. But when I finally started the thing that my soul wants to do and lived the life that my soul wanted to live, everything started falling into place. Everything started to make sense. Everything started to be easy. everything that wasn't easy before. There are still challenges. We are still growing. You're never going to live in a timeline when there's just nothing to learn anymore. That would be so boring. Your soul came to earth to have this experience of contrast, to have this experience of contrast in this intense planet, on this intense planet. That's why we're here. If the light just shines on the screen, you're just watching light. But if there's shades and contrast and all of that, then you're watching a movie. Then you're watching the experience. And you are the watcher, you are the witnesser, you are the awareness. And when you start to find that, you start to find the truth of who you are, you start to feel the infinite that you are, then you start to realize that you can have any reality that you want when you use your free will and you choose it and you start moving towards it and you start deconditioning your mind and no longer believing in the unconscious and the limiting beliefs that keep you triggered and in this timeline where you feel victim. And so it is. Boom. That's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this one, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new here. Leave a comment if you feel called to do so. If you would like to donate to our wonderful horses that we're trying to save, we have Wince up there. I'll walk over to Rosa right now so you can see some of the other horses, because we've seen Wince in my videos, but not the other three that we're raising. And of course, Ladybug. But I think we have enough for Ladybug. We just have to raise the other money for the other horses to package deal them. So the thing that happened in this perceived reality over here today is that the owner of these horses, who's in jail right now, wants to send a trader to come get these horses and bring them to the slaughterhouse. So things got a little bit urgent because he did approve, I think this is on, he did approve our offer for 3 of the horses. So we've been trying to raise the final amount, or the amount to fulfill those offers that we made. And we're at about 2,000 of the 10,000, which is amazing. And then 4,500 of the 3,000 for Ladybug. So whatever is left from that offer, we did 3,000 as an offer. We're gonna see what it's like, but the rest of it goes towards saving these other horses too. Forget exactly where it was, but the point is that we need to raise money soon, otherwise these horses are going to go to the slaughterhouse. It's bad business for him to deny the offer that we had or gave as anonymous buyers, but he doesn't really care, which is all part of how this is meant to be. I understand that, and I let go of the experience and let it be what it's meant to be. This is Rosa. Rosa was severely abused before she came here, and she was very, very skinny, very, very unhappy, but now she is in a field that she's not meant to be. She's fully in her truth, which is a complete rebel. She's very round because of the additional grass that she's eating in these winter fields. And this is her friend over here, and we have Ladybug over there, and Guapa is all the way down there along with Pablo. And so those are the 5 horses, 4 for this fundraiser that we are trying to save. And I really, really appreciate if you want to donate. Is that another? No. Remember when I found a 4-leaf clover in one of these videos? That was amazing. So we thank you in advance for donating. If you want to work with me one-on-one, that will be linked. If you want to work in my programs, I have 21 days to rewire your mind, 21 days to know your divine guidance. These are all the things that have helped me in my journey of getting to this timeline and healing my chronic illness and blah, 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 blah. Not blah, 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 blah. It's significant stuff. So I will see you in tomorrow's video. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe, leave a comment. If you don't know what to say, just say hello to Rosa and her friends. And that's all I have. Give this a thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Bye.